Hey guys, Alex from AmericanMuscle.com, and today I'm bringing you my detailed review and breakdown of the BMR Lowering Spring kit fitting your 2015 through current Mustang GT. So in this video I'm going to talk about who this kit's going to appeal to, what you should be expecting in terms of the look as well as the handling and performance that you're going to be getting out of this kit, the construction and materials that went into this, what you should expect to be spending, and then lastly we're going to take a quick look at what's entailed to get these installed on your car. We're going to be giving this a light to a moderate 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and about 3 to 4 hours worth of wrenching, and I'll have a little bit more for you on that later. So if you're the owner of a 2015 through current Mustang GT, and first and foremost you are just not too thrilled with how it sits, and you're looking to drastically improve your handling, acceleration, and braking by means of lowering your center of gravity, I would definitely suggest checking out this kit for your car. Chances are you're probably more interested in the look that this is going to give your 2015 through current Mustang. You're going to be looking at 1.2 inches up front and a 0.5 inch drop out back. Now, don't get me wrong, it might sound like it's a little, if not a minimal drop. Check out some of the pictures on the product page. You're going to see that this is definitely going to drop the car very nicely, and depending on whatever type of wheel and tire package you're running, no matter if you've got a 305 out back or a 275 or a 285, it's just going to shrink that gap really nicely and give it a very aggressive stance. So getting into the thick of things here, while the S550 Mustang is a great performer right off of the dealer lot, Ford left a ton off the table here, as this car's got to be comfortable from anyone to the age of 16 all the way up to their 70s. But if you're pretty in tune with how your car drives, you like to drive pretty spiritedly or aggressively, you probably noticed that the S550 does have a tendency to exhibit a fair amount of diving, squats a little bit. The handling can be a little bit all over the place as well. The great thing about springs, not only are they going to clean up that wheel gap and make it look that much more aggressive, but by lowering that center of gravity, it's going to make the car planted that much better, which in turn is going to help your handling as well as the acceleration and braking. And one thing that I definitely don't like about the S550 GT is, despite the fact that you got a really heavy motor up front, the front end does not feel that connected. That's just something I don't like, and once I drove a car equipped with a set of lowering springs, especially this kit right here, it was feeling that much more direct and in tune and connected, which at the end of the day, not only is going to make you that much of a happier driver, but it's going to make you that much more confident when running your car through its paces. I want to call it out right now that these are going to be a standard or a linear style spring as opposed to a progressive spring, which essentially means that these are going to ride a little bit stiffer, but at the end of the day, if you're going to be lowering your car, the ride quality will suffer slightly, and it's really something you're not going to be able to get away from. So looking into this further, I actually think that a linear spring or a standard spring is going to be that much more competent on the roads in comparison to a progressive spring, because it's going to be that much more predictable, as it's not going to be pitching as you would find with a progressive rate spring, which essentially is going to adjust itself based on the amount of load that you're putting it to. So the flip side, if you're wondering how a progressive spring is going to act or operate in comparison to a linear, it's going to be that much more softer, but once you're running the car through its paces, it's going to get that much more stiffer due to the amount of load that you're putting it towards. So if you're new to the S550 Mustang, or if you've been running around in your car for a couple years now, you may or may not have heard of BMR. This team is a bunch of drag racing lunatics. Their parts are made, tested, and abused consistently right here in the US. These guys ultimately want to bring you one of the best driving experiences possible, not only just looking to help your car look better, but to make you that much more competent of a driver behind the wheel. So down to brass tacks here, guys, we're going to see that BMR is going to have these manufactured out of a CNC cold-formed high tensile spring wire, which is typically what you're going to find most, if not all, suspension companies using. So to eliminate some of the stresses that springs go through during the manufacturing process, once these are out, BMR is going to put these in a very high temperature oven, have these baked at around 750 degrees to ensure that you're not going to have any issues down the road with these failing. Now, one thing that I really like about BMR is that they're going to guarantee that these springs are not going to sag over time, something like you might find with an inferior spring. So in terms of the pricing here, you should expect to be shelling out about $260 for this kit, which in my opinion is going to be right damn near in the middle of the road for most, if not all, spring kits for the 2015 through current Mustang. For what you're to be getting here is going to be a quality built US manufactured and designed part. It's going to drop your car very subtly, but again, take a look at the pictures on the website just to get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Not only is it going to make it look that much better, but it's actually going to help you handle, accelerate, and brake that much more effectively. So switching gears to the installation portion of the video, just like I had said up top, you're going to be looking at a pretty involved 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and easily 3 to 4 hours worth of wrenching before you get these onto your car. So looking ahead, some things that I make sure to have on site here: full socket set, maybe a couple race ramps or jack stands, case of beer, and a little bit of patience. So to start, you're going to want to get the car in a set of jack stands, pull your wheels and tires, and then start with your sway bar end links. And then you're going to want to move over to your calipers and brakes and start pulling out as much as you can. Once that's done, you're going to need to get under the hood and then pull the 3 bolts that are going to be attaching the top of your strut mounts in the assembly, and then pull those out of the car. Moving towards the back of your Mustang, assuming your wheels are already off, you're going to need to remove the lower shock bolts, followed by the bottom bolt on the vertical link, and then remove the lower sway bar end link. So while I know it's much easier said than done, this is going to be a quick glance at what's entailed to get these onto your car. And once your factory components are out, it's going to be as simple as swapping back your BMR springs into the car, buttoning everything back up, and then taking it down to get a good alignment. So just to wrap things up here, some final thoughts. I definitely like this option for the 2015 through current Mustang GT based on a couple different facts here. First and foremost, BMR is dedicated to giving you some of the best driving dynamics and an overall great experience out there. These guys love to drag race. They test and beat their parts repeatedly. Not only that, lowering spring kit's going to make your Mustang look that much more aggressive, as well as reducing some of that side-to-side slop, as well as giving you better acceleration and braking by means of lowering that center of gravity. So that's my detailed review and breakdown of the BMR Lowering Spring Kit fitting your 2015 through current Mustang GT, available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.